Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to a series I am dubbing Grandpa's Farm. So, I was working on the fields today, as you guys can probably tell when I do a little drive around here. So, we got some more fields tilled up. Our corn crop is up, but we got a lot of Grandpa's land back to what it should be because he was not taking care of it for a while and it got all grown up. But we got some fields tilled in, which that was a lot of work to get done, but we got it done. I know Grandpa would be proud of us for all of this, but our corn crop is up and it's got some weeds in it, which we are going to need to spray at some point. But we got our corn is up, and then we are going to be planting two more fields today. I think we're going to do one in wheat and then maybe another one in corn. But as I was working on the fields here, I got a call from one of the neighbors down here who farms, and he said he has an old tractor that he kind of wants to get rid of. He said it's old, it's nothing new, but he wanted us to come down, take a look at it, and see if we wanted it for our farm. So let's, I guess, head our way down here and we'll see what it looks like. He said it's an old 4440 with a mower on the back of it, which that would be perfect for what we need because newer equipment is so expensive now, and I would love to have an older piece of equipment. So we're going to take a drive down here. We'll check out what he's got. I think I see it off in the distance up there. So let's go see what this thing is all about. We'll see if it starts, see if it runs, and maybe we'll buy it from him. So he said he hasn't been farming for a long time. He's kind of getting out of farming and everything and has some equipment he wants to get rid of. So let's take a look at this thing. Here it is. Let's take a look here. It really doesn't look that terrible. It is a nice 4440. It looks really nice. You got the mower on the back. Do a little walk around. Let's hop in her, see if she starts. Oh, fires right up. She sounds good. I think we'll buy it from him, guys, because this will be perfect for the farm. And I know this was one of Grandpa's favorite tractors. It was a 4440, because they're good tractors. So let's shut our gator off for now. We can leave the gator here. Let's hop in. We'll take her for a spin. See how she does. Hydraulics work good. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. She drives smooth. Sure, all our lights work. And she does roll coal, though. Good gracious. I like this. I think we'll buy it off. And let's take this back to the farm, and maybe we can use it to do some mowing. We'll come back a little bit later to get the gator. Man, I like this. So go up here. Maybe we'll try the mower a little bit over here in our little area and see how she does. But this is like the perfect tractor for us. And it looks like it does. It has a front loader attachment on it. So let's see here. Let's try the mower. Mower fires up. Oh yeah. She mows good. I think I think for now what we'll do is I think we'll store this mower and I think we'll buy a hay mower for it. So why don't we store this and the mower in there, because right now we don't need to do hay. Right now what we really need to get done is we really need to get the rest of our fields planted and tend to our corn. Because Grandpa would not be happy with us if we didn't tend to our crops. Set that there. We'll shut her down. Hop on out. So I do think we need to go to the store, which we'll do that right here. I think we need to buy. I think it's in here. We need crop protection. Um, hmm. We'll go with New Holland. Grandpa never liked New Holland, but we'll try out the New Holland. Alright, so let's head to the store. If we can get through all of our equipment. Alright, so let's see here. So let's, oops. Let's buy, we need to buy herbicide. And it might be a little bit late for applying this on our corn, but let's hope that it's not going to affect it too terrible. And then we are going to need to get a chopper to be able to do silage, so that's going to be next. Start this bad boy up. And Grandpa did tell us, he gave us some money, he said, do not spend it all. So we told him we're not going to spend it on stuff we don't need. We're going to get just what we need to get his farm back in order. Alright. So let's go see if we can put some herbicide down, and then we do need to plant our other fields in wheat. See if our corn... No, it's not turning yet, so we should be good. Yeah, it's a little late to spray, but, you know, we'll be able to get it. Because we want to get rid of all the weeds in here. Because we do not want any weeds in our crops. And this field should be getting ready pretty soon to be able to harvest for silage for our cattle. And then I think after we spray this, we're going to plant a field of wheat over to the right. I just tilled up that field there, so that one should be ready to go. See if we don't hit the rock. Alright, we're going to cut a little bit wide, but you know... I think we might extend this field a little bit bigger next year. And now our whole field is not full of weeds. It's just this little sections here that we're going to spray. And then I think we need to hop into the planter, and we need to plant a couple of the fields. Pass. Just for good measure. And then this field should be pretty good. You can kind of see the weeds in there, so that's what we want to get rid of. Alright, finish up this pass, we'll fold her up, and then we will hop into the planter and try to get some winter wheat planted. Because we need straw in order to have cattle. Alright, we'll fold this up. We'll take this over here because I'm sure we're going to need it eventually. We'll go park this over here next to our plow real quick. Shut her down. We'll go run over here, grab the planter. Hop in the 330. Fire her up. Swing wide here. Select our seed for wheat. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're driving like a maniac here. Alright, get up to this new field. And Grandpa did have this field plowed a long time ago, but he got busy and things happened and he kind of just let it go. So we got it all nice and tilled back up for him. We'll put our wheat crop in here. So that way we can get some straw bales and we can sell what wheat we get. We can kind of pay off a little bit of our debt, because we do have a little bit of debt. Yes, we have money, but at the same time we do have a little bit of debt. Thankfully, Grandpa said he would help us if we need it, but... Alright, we gotta swing here. This is going to be a really, really nice field of wheat. And I think once we get this field planted, I don't know if we're going to plant our next field, but we might. But I think another thing we need to focus on is we need to get hay cut at some point. And we have a big field right behind our barn that's all grass, so I think we might cut that and use that for hay. And then there is some more property that I am looking at that I really would like to purchase. And we might, we might talk to the older farmer who sold us the 4440. We'll see if maybe he wants to sell some land. Or we can get a little bit of land further up there to plant. Because this is very, very hilly land we have here. And Grandpa did tell us that. He said the ground is very hilly and kind of rocky at the top, so he said be careful. Because he said there's nothing worse than breaking your equipment when you need it the most. Alright, we'll do another swing coming up here. You know, I think that 4440 that we bought is going to come in real, real handy. I think we'll see if we can find a hay mower for it. Maybe we'll throw a hay mower on it, and we might even actually get a used baler. Maybe we'll buy a used round baler for it, because I think that'd be the perfect tractor for a round baler. Our attachment up. Alright, we'll turn. Drop her down. There's a beautiful sunrise. Grandpa always loved this area over here because you can watch the sunrise. It is really, really pretty over here. But like I said, he let all these fields go, and they just got overgrown and just covered in grass and stuff. So we're going to try to get all his fields back to what they used to be, get some good crops off them. hopefully save up, buy some cattle. We'll start a little cattle operation here, and we'll see where we go from there. Lift our attachment up, make a turn. Over to the next spot, drop her down. Kind of reseating what we just seated, so we'll try to scooch over just a hair. There we go. But Grandpa did tell me that this ground right here is fantastic for planting wheat in. So we're going to hold him to that and see how good our wheat crop is coming off of this. Hopefully we get a good crop off it this year. Get to the end of our row, we'll pick up again. Do a nice gentle turn. Line up for our next pass. Drop her down. There we go. Now we're set for our next pass. So we got our corn sprayed. Our corn should be ready soon. And then we'll have to, I think we might, this year we might rent. I think we might rent a silage chopper just because I don't know if we want to buy it, because you don't really use it that terribly much. And I don't know if I want to justify having a piece of equipment that we use maybe 1 or 2 times in the next few years. Because it depends on how many cows we have and how much silage we go through. I see we missed a little spot there, but that's okay. We're still learning. Grandpa taught us well, and we're still learning. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to make errors, but that's how you learn. The rest of this planted, and then I think we will look at the store. We'll go browse the store, see if we can find a hay mower for our new 4440. Maybe get some hay cut and see if we could find a decent baler, because we need a few things for doing hay. So I think that'll be our next task, is to find some equipment to do hay. And then maybe for first year we'll just do some just random growing grass over there. We'll just cut that as hay. But I think in the future I would like to have a nice hay field planted. But right now we need to focus on getting Grandpa's farm back to what it is and what it needs to be. So we got to get all these crops in. We got to get everything ready for our cattle, because our cattle are coming in a couple of months. We'll have our cattle. So we got to make sure we have everything prepared for them. We need bedding for them. We need hay, we need straw, we need silage. So that way they have something to eat. We got our barn built. They finished the barn. The barn looks really, really nice. I'm happy with how it turned out. So we have all that ready to go. We'll get all these fields ready to go, so that way we have crops and everything. We have a little bit of income coming in. Stop here, lift, there we go. Make another gentle turn. Because Grandpa said if you go too fast, you're going to pinch the equipment, and you don't want to do that because that breaks stuff. Slow down a little bit, drop her down a little bit soon, but we're getting it. And this hilly area up here, Grandpa said it's not the greatest up on top of this hill, so we'll see how our crops net out up here. But he did say the lower ground on this, you get a lot of good bushels per acre on it. So that's what we're going to shoot for. And then we're going to use our baler when we find a good one. We're going to use it to make some round bales for over here. We'll use the wheat straw. So that way we have bedding for the cows and anything else they might need. Pick up, make another gentle turn. Line it up. Drop her down. See if she can make it up the hill. She's struggling. I think she's got it. Oh yeah, she's golden. I think maybe if we have seed left over, maybe we'll do soybeans in our other field. Because that would be a good crop that we could get some money off of. Pick it up. Another gentle turn. All right. Hopefully Grandpa's going to be proud of how we're doing this for him. Because we spent many a summers helping him out with all this and riding in the tractor with him. So hopefully he's proud of how we're doing all this for him. Perfect. Make it by these poles right here without hitting anything. Beautiful. Alright, do one more turn. We'll finish up our last pass here. Drop it down. Slow around here. There we go. Cut around and straighten out. We are good. Alright, final pass on our wheat field. And this was one of Grandpa's best fields right here, was this field. Alright, finish this final pass, and then, you know, maybe we will plant some soybeans. Last little section done. Stop, raise her up, shut the planter off. Let's see, let's go. Let's go soybeans in this field here. We got some seed left over, might as well use it. Because the seed's usually only good for one season. Whoa! And see, that's what Grandpa was talking about. You go too fast, you're going to pinch the equipment. Obviously, we didn't learn from that lesson. Alright. Start her up, lower her down. Get some soybeans going in here. And then I think we will jump over and we will do some hay after this. Because this field's not very big. We'll do our outer perimeter. We'll see. We should have enough seed to finish this. I think we would. We have a little bit of seed left over if we need it, but I think we should be alright. Then we do need to start looking, eventually at some point, we do need to start looking for a combine. Because we are definitely going to need to invest in a combine. So we'll be on the lookout for maybe some used combines or something on sale. We'll see what we can find. Usually there's some good sales on combines. But if we're going to do it, we might want to do it towards the springtime, though. And that equipment's going to be in our way. We're going to have to move our equipment here. We could probably put the plow away for now. Because I don't think we're going to be needing the plow anytime soon. So we'll just move these out of the way real quick. Shut the planter off so we don't waste seed. We will... We'll just move this for now. That tractor definitely needs a bath. Alright, we're going to move our sprayer out of our field. And once we get everything situated and planted, I think we need to definitely organize our equipment here, because our equipment is a mess right now. We'll hop back in here. Start our planter back up. Make a turn. Get the outer perimeter done. I guess this is a little bit bigger field than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. That just means more money for us when it comes time to harvest. Alright, we'll get up here. We'll pick up our plow. Or not plow, our planter. Pick it up. Make a nice turn so we don't pinch the equipment. Over to here. And at some point, I would like to move that rock out of the field. Grandpa planted around it for years, but I would like to get it out of there eventually. So that way we have a little bit more crop ground to open up. I don't know, it's going to be close if we're going to have enough soybean seed. Lift it up, make another turn. Set her down, got to get straightened out. So that way our rows are nice and straight and they're not crooked. Because we want Grandpa to be proud of us. We don't want him to come out and see our crooked rows. We want to get it as straight and as nice as we can. I think this little area that didn't get tilled up, I think we'll knife some seed in and see what happens. We're going to have to do a little loop-de-loop. Gently. Oh, nope, hit the rock. A little bit wider. Do another loop. Alright, I'll get going forward. We'll do a little half a row here because that rock messed up our row a little bit there. But that's okay. We'll have doubled the soybeans there. lift. And make another turn. Drop it down. There we go. Now we're back on track. We'll get this planted, and then let's do some shopping after we get this planted. We'll do a little bit of shopping, see if we can get some nice hay equipment. Up. Another nice turn. We're getting the hang of this tractor. Alright. Set it down. We got 40% soybean seeds left. That should be plenty to finish this field. And then we got, once this field's all done, we have all of our fields for the year planted. And then I think next season, I think we might open up a few more fields because Grandpa's got some more property that's well overgrown and hasn't been farmed or touched in a while. So maybe we'll try to open up some of those. Maybe in the fall when we're cultivating, maybe we'll try to open up a few of those fields. Lift it up. Another turn, and we're almost done with this field. And we do need to, I think another thing we need to purchase at the store would be a pressure washer. Because we need to make sure our equipment's clean, because Grandpa always kept his equipment unbelievably clean. You would have thought Grandpa's equipment was brand new. But he always prided himself in keeping his equipment clean, so we're going to try to follow in what he did. Keep our equipment nice and clean, so if we ever decide to sell it and get some newer stuff, we have nice equipment that's in good condition. We get a little bit more money for it. Up, make another turn. Oh, it's looking nice. Drop it down. Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty. We'll actually have some seed left over. So maybe if we have a little, whoa, we're going too fast there. We gotta slow down. Maybe if we have a little spot, maybe we'll plant some extra beans. Drop it down. Should be 2 more passes, and then we should have this field done, and we can go put this tractor and planter away for the season. All right, another turn. Get ourselves lined up. Drop her down. And they really did a nice job building all that for us. That turned out beautiful over there. Alright. Maybe two more passes actually. Then we'll go bring this over to the barn, leave it out so we can see if we can find a pressure washer at the store. So that way we can wash our equipment and get it all nice and shiny. Yep. One more pass after this, and we have all of our fields planted for the year. And we are planting soybeans and wheat a little bit late, but I think they'll be okay. Alright. Get to the end here. We'll lift up, we'll make a nice turn, and we'll finish our final pass of the season for planting. And we will have some extra seed that hopefully we can use again next year. Hopefully it'll still be good. I think it would be. I think it will be. Alrighty, now we can let Grandpa know that we got all the fields planted so far. He is going to be so happy. Alright, shut the planter down, raise it up, fold the planter in so we can put it away. Let's go. We'll take it over here. We'll park it near the shed, and then we'll see if we could find a couple of things that we need at the store. We'll park it over here for now. Shut it down. Let's look at the store. So we are going to need... And they do. They have a pressure washer. Nice. So we'll buy one of these. If we could find where our farm is. That's the cattle area. Put one right there. Alright, nice. We do need a fuel tank. That would be another handy thing to have. Alright, we don't need any of this. Alright, now we need to go to equipment. So let's see what we got for mowers. We have a disc bine, but I kind of feel like I want this. Yes. We will purchase that. Okay. And then we need baling equipment. Baling equipment, yes. Baling, let's see. That's a square baler. And this, I think, is all... That's another square baler. I think we'll go with the New Holland baler. Or Kuhn. I don't know, New Holland or... Well, we'll go with the New Holland because it's a little bit cheaper. We'll just go standard. We don't need to spend any extra money. And then we probably are going to need... We'll go with the bigger one. And then we also need a windrower. What is this? No. We'll go 62. What's the difference here? This is 14.8. This is 9.3. You know, for a little bit more... Unless, what does this one do? That says 8. You know what? For a little bit more, we'll get the bigger one. Okay. Now that we've spent an absolute ton of money, 176,000. All right, let's get our 4440. Fire the old girl up. Drop that mower off. We'll go take her to the store. And we will go buy, or not buy, but we'll go pick up what we purchased. Hopefully we didn't spend too much money. I don't think we did, but we'll just have to see in the long run how that does for us. Good Lord, does this tractor roll some coal? I have to say, I think this was a really good purchase that we made off that old farmer, was to buy this tractor from. Because it sounds good, it runs good. We'll have to see how it performs. We're going to, I think, cut hay over in this field here. Alright, we'll go grab our mower first. Hook her all up. Hopefully we have enough weight in the front of our tractor. We might need to invest in a little bit more weight for our tractor. We'll have to see how it does. I think there was a nice area of grass over here. Yeah, we'll try mowing this and see what happens. Probably not going to be the greatest hay, but you know, we're just starting off. This will be good enough. All right, lower her down. Start her up. Oh. You know what? We'll buy this. We'll buy this field because Grandpa wanted us to look at buying some more land. So you know, we'll buy this. We'll buy this field here. Field 55. Let's see how much they want for it. 85,000. You know, we could afford that. We could afford that. So I think we're good on land purchases for this year. I don't think we need to purchase any more land. Kind of swing a little bit here. And this tractor is running this hay mower like a champ. There is some good grass in here. It's not all bad. A lot of weeds, but we could fix that up. And this might actually, after a few times after we cut it, we might actually turn this into a permanent hayfield here. We'll have to see. We'll see. We'll see. Because with that new land purchase we have, don't have a lot of cash on us, but you know, Grandpa wanted us to expand the farm a little bit, so that's what we're gonna do. And really, this is not all that bad looking. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of weeds in it, but you know, for what we're gonna need it for hay, I think it'll be all right. It'll look a lot nicer when since it's mowed down. And I think this 4440 is going to be absolutely perfect for doing hay and everything. I think we'll keep this as our permanent hay tractor because this thing is handling this beautifully. But I could see why this was Grandpa's favorite kind of tractor, though. Because this thing is an absolute workhorse. Alright. We are missing a few spots, but that's okay. As long as we're getting 90% of it cut down, that should be okay. Like I said, maybe we'll till this field up. After we get the hay crop off, maybe we'll till this up and put some hay in here. Because we might as well cut it for hay right now, and then I think we will. I think we'll till up this area that we've mowed once we get all the grass off it. I think we will put it in hay. I think this would be a nice little hay field. Or maybe we'll ask Grandpa. Maybe Grandpa knows how this field produces, because maybe it might not be good for hay. Maybe it might be good for other crops. We'll have to call Grandpa up later and see what he thinks. Because he'd be the one, because he knows all these fields around here. He knows where there's good places to plant, where the good crops are growing. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll call him and we'll ask him and see what he thinks of this field as a hay field. We'll see how many bales we get off of this. I don't know if we're going to get a whole lot because there's a lot of weeds and other junk in it, so I don't know if we'll get a whole heck of a lot of hay off it. You know, if we can get a few bales, that'll be good enough for us. Our corn crop is looking good. It's starting to dry out. Hopefully our wheat and soybeans will be sprouting soon. But this might not be a bad field for hay. I kind of like the idea of this being hay. But like I said before, we'll talk to Grandpa. We'll see what he says. He'll probably think it's a good spot for hay too. But you know what? We'll ask him, since it is still technically his property. We'll ask him and see what he thinks. And we'll have him come over and look at the new property that we purchased over here too, and see what he thinks would be good for putting in here. But I will say, this 4440 we purchased, I really like this tractor. Alright, getting towards the end. And we should be able to put this hay mower away. Go get our tedder and tend it. Tend it, yeah. Get it raked so it'll dry out nicely, and then we can windrow it and we can get it baled. Because it is looking like it could possibly rain, so we want to get all this cut, dried, and baled before it rains. Because even though this isn't the greatest hay area that we're cutting, at least we want to keep it dry. Maybe we'll look into having, at some point, maybe we'll look into having a company come out and build us a hay barn. Because I think we need a nice place to store our hay, because I don't know if I want to store our hay outside. Because if we get a lot of rain, our hay's going to all go to waste being out in the elements. So maybe we'll talk to a company and see if they can come build us a hay barn. Although I don't know where we would put our hay barn yet. We'd have to look and see. Alrighty. Lift this up. Shut that down. We'll go put our hay mower back here. So that way we don't want to leave it sitting out. There's a big hill here. Let's not break our new tractor. And I would also like, at some point, I would like to get rid of this big rock right here. I do not like it. It's always in the way. Alright, so let's... Whoa. Alright, so let's get this backed up. We'll set this in here. Whoop, no, that's not what we want. We wanna... do that, I guess. I don't know why it wouldn't lower down for me. Alright. Now, we need to head back and grab our next piece of equipment. I think Grandpa's going to be quite impressed when he sees some of the equipment that we've purchased. And we do need to... That's sticking out in the road. We do need to get rid of the... or put the plow away. Well, it doesn't look too terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of weeds in it, but we'll see how it turns out. Nothing coming up in our... This is wheat. Nothing coming up in the wheat yet. Good gracious, I almost completely forgot what we had planted there. Alright, so now we need to get our next attachment. Back up slowly so we don't hit it. Hook her up. Shifting a little hard there, kind of missed the gear. This tractor really goes pretty quick. Unfold this. Start her up. There we go. We skipped a gear there in the tractor. Drop it down. This hay is not looking too terrible. Make sure we don't run over our crops. Alright. Well, this hay doesn't look too bad. Maybe this will be a hayfield. I think Grandpa will let us do this in a hayfield. It does look immensely better, though, just being mowed down. Now, if we get rid of all the tall weeds in here and really make this a nice field, I think it'd look a million times better. But you know what? Maybe while we're doing this, maybe I'll give Grandpa a call and see what he thinks. Alright, so I talked with Grandpa, and he said we could put this into a hayfield once we get all this hay that we've cut off of here. He said go ahead and till it up, cultivate it, and put it in hay if we want. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll get our hay crop off. And I think we'll put this we'll just do a little field of hay, because I don't think we're going to need a whole terrible amount of hay. So I think we'll start off with a small hay field, maybe a little bit smaller than what we just mowed, and we'll see what happens from there. But Grandpa liked the idea of putting this into hay. He said this ground isn't really good for much other than hay. He said it looks like it's good ground, but he said it is really, really sandy ground that would not be the greatest for crops. He said you're better off doing a hay field here, so I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll get all this done, and then maybe before we put the plow away, we'll come over here and we'll plow this under. But this 4440, this was a good purchase. I really do like this tractor. We missed a little bit of our hay there, but that's okay. It is drying out quite nicely, which is what we want. And we'll come back with the windrower, and we'll windrow everything. Get it in some nice straight rows. Then we'll see how many bales we make off it. And then we have one of our first steps done for our cattle that are coming this fall. We have the hay done. Alright. I think one more pass and we should be good here, guys. This is actually looking like some decent hay. Alright. Shut her down. We'll fold it. We'll go put this next to our hay mower. And then we'll go pick up the windrower and we will windrow. And then we should be pretty close to getting ready to bale. See if we can do this without hitting anything. Drop that off there, and then we'll go back and get our next piece of equipment. And I don't know, we might sell the brush hog that the guy sold us with this tractor, because I don't really know if we'd ever use the brush hog for much. I mean, we might use the brush hog, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe we'll have to see, because, yeah, the brush hog is nice, but I don't really know, maybe for mowing along our field edges. But I kind of would want a little bit bigger mower for mowing along the field edges, because we have quite a bit of field edges to mow. Alright, let's go get our windrower. And so far, this 4440 has been a champ. Alright, get this. Start unfolding it. I would think it's only going to be a few passes for this, because this thing is huge. Alright, make a turn, don't swing too wide or we'll end up hitting something. But when I did talk to Grandpa on the phone, he did tell me that this used to be, a long time ago, used to be a hayfield. But he said it hadn't been taken care of, and they let it go to seed, and it just, all the weeds grew in, and it just turned really, really, it did nothing but a weed pit. So he said it would be really good to get this thing back into hay and back to what it needs to be. But I am genuinely curious, because this isn't the greatest crop of hay, but I am curious to see what we net for bales. How many bales are we going to get off of this? Alrighty, make a turn. So far, this 4440 has handled everything quite well. We'll see how it does with the baler, because that is a little bit bigger piece of equipment. We'll see how it does with it. But so far, it's handled all this quite well. Hasn't lost power or anything, which is good. Few spots where we missed some of the hay, but that's okay. some nice windrows. That's what I like to see. Alright, should be one more after this, and then we should be ready to bale. Corn crop's looking good. Alrighty, we'll put this away, and then we will grab our baler, and we will make some of our first bales on Grandpa's farm. Which I am really excited about that, because I am excited to see how this turns out. We'll fold this up. See if we can find a spot to fit this. And then we will go get the baler and start making bales. Ooh, this is a long piece of equipment. Let's not go through the back of the barn. Alright, let's go get the baler. And we might... No, we got plenty of fuel. I was going to say we might need fuel on this tractor, but it's doing pretty good. It's not using too much fuel. Corn's looking good. Maybe if we can afford it at some point, maybe we'll buy an excavator and try to take that hill down a little bit. Just so that way we can have a little bit more crop ground. Alright, we'll grab our brand new baler. Hook it up. Alright, let's unfold. Lower our pickup down. And we are going. There's our first bale. So it looks like maybe 2 bales a row, give or take. Looks like we're missing a little bit here. That's weird. Alright, another bale. Alright. That is looking like pretty good hay so far, guys. I think we're going to get quite a bit of hay off this crop. For just being just grass that we cut, this isn't too bad, guys. We'll have to see what Grandpa thinks. Maybe we'll bring a bale over and let him look at it and see what he thinks. But I think it is pretty good stuff. I think the cows will definitely enjoy it. Close the back. We are actually getting quite a bit of hay off this. A lot more hay than I expected, honestly, guys. I don't even think Grandpa thought our hayfield, or not hayfield, but this field here that we cut, I don't even think he thought it was going to be that good. Whoop. That wasn't good. We lost our baler. We had a breakaway baler there. That'll be a funny story to be able to tell Grandpa about how our baler broke away on us. And we're hitting the wrong lever. We're hitting the wrong lever there to drop our bale. That was silly of us. Alrighty, final pass. Hopefully we can get it all in one shot. I don't think we are. Nope. But alrighty. I think I am going to leave this episode here for now, guys. We got a lot of bales done. Grandpa would be very proud of all the work we got done. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to continue and start this series. I've put a lot of thought into this, and it's just something I really thought a lot about. And I wanted to make an entire series on this just because farming, just being a farmer myself in real life, it's just near and dear to me. And I just thought, this would be something fun for everybody. So thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys do want to see any of these videos or any of the other ones I have posted, they're up on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. And if you guys do like the content, definitely subscribe. Definitely leave me a like. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series. And it'll definitely keep you guys up to date with what's going on with the series. But thank you guys again, and have an awesome, awesome night. I'll catch you guys in the next one.